Hello children, welcome to the social studies class of 7th standard geography. Today we are going to see about very interesting class. In a holiday time, what do you think? You plan to go for some other trip or tour or picnic, isn't it? So, in this lesson we are going to see about the department of tourism. So, very interesting topic. Let me go into the lesson now. Yes, children, from this class, we are going to learn about the definition of the concept of tourism. And second, the basic and geographical component of the tourism. Then we'll understand the types of tourism. It helps us to identify the places of tourist attraction in India. Finally, we'll learn about the explanation of the places of tourist attraction in Tamil Nadu. First, let me see about the introduction of this lesson. The word tourist was derived from an Old English word turian. Actually, the word tourist, which is derived from the Old English word turian, which means a person who travels out of his usual environment for not more than 1 year and less than 24 hours. So which means if the person will travel to some other places, okay, not for more than 1 year and not below 24 hours. So this is called as Turian. The purpose of travel may be religious purpose, recreation purpose, business purpose, historical and cultural. It may any purpose, but they will move to some other place for getting different ideas and to watch the different environment. Next, the basic components of a tourism. Tourism, this is a main source for the income for many countries and many regions of the world. Because of this tourism only, our economical will be in good position. So in the way they have said, tourism has become an important source of income for many regions and even for entire countries of the world. Tourism, it is an essential part of the life of society because of its direct impact on social, cultural, educational and economic sector of the nation and on their international relations too. Our Indian culture is totally different from other country culture, isn't it? But nowadays we have learned other culture also. How is it possible? Because of this tourism only. Many foreigners visited our India. Through them, we have learned some culture and traditions from them. The same way, they have learned from us, isn't it? So, with this tourism, we have learned other countries' culture, social and economic. And also, it helps us to develop our relationship with the other countries also. So, to develop these tourism, there are three main components. They are attraction, accessibility and amenities. These three concepts help one country to develop their tourism. These three components are together known as A3 concept, which is called as A3 concept: attraction, accessibility and amenities. These three are called as A3 concept. The first component is attraction. Attraction is the very important component to attract the people to visit the particular place, isn't it? Yes. So attraction is the main component. This attraction mainly comprises of two types. One is natural attraction. Second one is cultural attraction. Natural attraction, with this name itself you have know that natural, okay, in natural type, landscape, beaches, climatic condition, forest, everything we can say that natural attraction. And second one is cultural attraction, which is related to the historical places and monuments. This everything comes under that. Not only these natural and cultural attraction, but also their important festivals and fairs. For example, in Kumbakonam, temple festivals and car festival, this everything attract the people to visit that particular place. Next one is accessibility. Accessibility means reachability. That is, if the place is so attractable, but it's too far away from us and it would take much time to reach, means it will reduce the attraction and their interest. So that place must be accessibility to the traveler. So accessibility means reachability. We can able to easily reach the particular place through some transportation such as road transport, rail transport and water transport and air transport. So the transport will decide the cost of travel and time consumed in reaching or accessing a specific attraction. So here accessibility is also one of the main component of the tourism. Next, the last important component of the tourism is amenities. What is mean by amenities? Amenities means facilities that you will expect during the time of your tour, isn't it? So what are the facilities you will expect? First one is your accommodations. Accommodation in terms of to take rest in some other places. That is, you will expect some shelter, isn't it? That is example hotels, restaurant, cafes and other staying units. That is the main thing. Second, you will expect travel organizer. You are very new to that particular place. So if you want to know the place very well means you will need some guides. So that facility you will expect in that place, isn't it? So travel organizer, tour operator and travel agents. These everything you will expect in that time. And third one is foreign exchange center, passport and visa agencies. If you are a foreign traveler to other country, you must need their country's currency, isn't it? So in that time you will expect the foreign exchange center and your passport and visa agencies. It help you to protect from in that places itself. So these are all the facilities you will expect. And last one is sectors. Sectors related to the travel insurance and safety and security. Wherever you go, you must be safe, isn't it? So for the safety concern, you will expect the travel insurance and safety and security purpose. So if these all the facilities, if it is there, that is the best place to visit, because every tourist will expect these facilities wherever they go. So this is very important basic component of the tourism. Okay, we have seen basic components of tourism. Now let me see about the types of tourism. There are many types of tourism is there as per the time. For example, here we have some types of tourism. First one is religious tourism. Second one is cultural tourism. Third one historical tourism. Fourth one ecotourism. Fifth one adventure tourism. And last one recreational tourism. Let me see these type tourism one by one in detailed manner. First one is religious tourism. Religious tourism is one of the oldest type of tourism, wherein people travel individually or in group for pilgrimage places. Pilgrimage means what? It's a kind of temples. Okay. So for the religious purpose. What are the places they will go as a pilgrimage place? Temple, churches, mosques and other religious places. So this religious tourism is the most common tourism. So what are the places they will move? They especially go for the pilgrimage places. Example, Kasi, Rameshwaram, Puri Jagannath temple. This everything comes under the religious tourism. Example, Hindu people go for Varanasi, that is Kasi by Hindus, and Jerusalem by Christians, and to Mecca by Muslims are the few examples for the religious tourism. Next, historical tourism. It mainly focuses on visiting the historical places such as museum, monuments, archaeological areas, fort, temple. This everything comes under this. So they will give more interest on to know about the historical events by visiting those places. Here we have some example for the historical tourism areas. They are, this is Angkor Wat Temple of Cambodia, Taj Mahal of India, Pyramids of Egypt. These are all some examples for the historical tourism. Next one is ecotourism. This ecotourism mostly attract the people who have more interest on nature and animals. That is plants, animals, forests. Those who have more interest on that, these places will attract them. So this kind of tourism is called as ecotourism. Example is forest, trekking on mountains. This everything is an example. Here we have some example for the ecotourism. They are Amazon rainforest, African forest safari, and trekking in the slopes of Himalayas. These are all the famous, incredible eco-friendly attractions. Next one is adventure tourism. It is a kind of tourism which involves the travel to remote or exotic places in order to take part in the physically challenging activities. They will expect more thrilling experience in that places. It may be a kind of game or climbing on mountain. This everything may be. Here we have some example for this. First one is skydiving in Australia. It's very famous. And bungee jumping in New Zealand. Mountaineering in the peaks of Himalayas, and rafting in the Brahmaputra river at Arunachala Pradesh. These are all the example for the adventure tourism. Next one is recreational tourism. This kind of tourism is mostly concentrate and aim on enjoyment, fun and refreshment. This kind of tourism is called as recreational tourism. Some example for the recreational tourism are waterfall, hill station. This everything is best example. First one is amusement park activities, waterfall in forest areas and hill stations, main hill station, that is cold area, and beaches. These are all example for the recreational tourism. Apart from this, there are certain modern types of tourism which got developed in recent years. They are annual holiday tourism, industrial tourism, seasonal tourism, international tourism, group tourism, sports tourism, health tourism, farm and rural tourism. Annual holiday tourism. During the holiday, every people will plan to go outside. That is called as annual tourism. Industrial tourism means that is industrial purpose or professional purpose. They want to visit the industries. Next, seasonal tourism means in a winter season they'll move on for some hot area. In a hot season they'll move on to some hill station. That is called seasonal tourism. Next one is international tourism. They want to visit other countries. That is called international tourism. Next one is group tourism. The group of people will plan to go outside in a friendship, relation, everyone. That is called a group tourism. Next one is sports tourism. If there is any tournament, they will plan to go there. No, that is called as sports tourism. Next one is health tourism. For health concern, they will move on to some hill areas, that is called as health tourism. And next one is farm and rural tourism. Farm and rural tourism means visiting rural areas and their farms. That is mostly compared to towns, rural areas become more beautiful, isn't it? So they want to visit that. That is called farm and rural tourism. Among this, we will see about international tourism, that is visiting other countries, that is called as international tourism. What is the purpose of international tourism? Their main purpose is to visit the places of international importance and to gather the knowledge about the international culture and their customs. For this, we have to travel from one place to another through some transports like air, rail, water, everything. There are certain travel forms and formalities to be fulfilled by the tourist. What are the formalities? You should have passport, visa, foreign currency, air ticket, travel insurance and other immigration details. These things are very important while we travel to international areas. So passport, visa, foreign currency, air ticket, travel insurance, this everything is for our safe concern. Our government allotted for the people who wanted to go for international tourism. Next, some basic elements of tourism attraction. If the tourism want to attract the people, that should have some elements. What are the elements? First one is pleasant weather. The weather should be good to attract the people. Second one is scenic beauty. That place should be beautiful like nature or artificial. And next one is historical and cultural monuments. So these three elements will attract the people and make the country to develop their tourism. Next, some geographical components of tourism. First one is landform, water, vegetation, climate, animal life, settlement features and culture. First one is landform. There are different kinds of landform. They are mountain, plateaus, valleys, caves, circuits, sand dunes, coral reef, cliffs. This different type of landform will attract the people for their tourism. Second one is waterforms. Waterforms, river, lakes, waterfall, hot spring, snow, glacier, water current, tides, waves. This different type of water form also attract the people. Next very important one is vegetation. Vegetation means different kinds of forest, grassland, desert areas. Also people like to visit. And next one is climatic. Climate is very important for the tourism. Different kinds of climate is there. Sunshine, cloud, temperature, rain and snow. Everything will influence the tourism. And next one is animal life. Animal life in wildlife, birds, game reserves, zoos and hunting and fishing also will influence the geographical features of the tourism. Next, settlement features. Settlement features consist of towns, cities, villages and historical remains and monuments also comes under the settlement features. Finally, culture. Every country follows different kinds of culture. To know about these culture purpose, people will visit their places. Now, let me know about some important points. Gastronomy. Gastronomy refers to the aspect of culture tourism. Gastronomy what? Cultural tourism. Next, inbound tourism means within the native country. Outbound tourism means in foreign countries. Okay, inbound means within a country, outbound means foreign country. Next one is visa. Visa is a kind of permission document given by the particular country to travel to the other countries, they will mention how many days they can able to stay in there. There is different type of visa. First one is tourist visa. Tourist visa for just visiting the place, and they can able to enjoy their different sites, everything. Second one is student visa. Student visa for the students to study in their country for higher education. Third one is employment visa. Employment visa means giving permission to work in a particular country. And next one is medical visa. Medical visa is for the medical treatment in the in the reputed hospital of a country. So if you are staying in that country more than that days, they won't allow you. So visa is a kind of permission document. It is very important to stay there. Okay, in this class we have learned introduction, basic components of tourism, types of tourism, international tourism, and basic elements of tourism, and finally we have seen geographical components of the tourism. I hope you all have understand this concept. Remaining topics of this lesson we will see in a next class, students. Thank you.